Hello everybody and welcome, my name is Ursa and today we have a game idea as provided by the channel supporters which I think is beautiful in its simplicity. I think it's also going to be fiendishly difficult. The challenge is simple. Can you win a game of Civ 6 and only enter Dark Ages? Simple, isn't it? I mean, it's fairly easy to kind of get your head around the idea. You'd start the game, you'd be in a normal age, and from that point onwards, every time an age rolled over, so going to classical, then to medieval, then to Renaissance, you need to always be in a Dark Age. Never anything but Dark Age. Well, the more and more I think about it, the more and more I believe that this is a deceptively difficult challenge, because the problem with Dark Ages is that they get harder and harder to achieve. Also, annoyingly, most of the victory conditions involve a lot of era score. I mean, think about it. You're going to do a scientific victory. That involves putting a satellite up into space, going to the moon, going to Mars, all of which are era score events. Domination gives you 5 era score every time you take a capital. Religion, I mean, that's a very similar thing. You get a huge chunk of era score when you make the religion, when you improve it, when you take over someone else's holy site. There are going to be an incredibly large amount of pitfalls here. So we're going to have to think about who we're going to play. Now, in order to go from Dark Age to Dark Age, we really do need to avoid era score in every single form, and even picking a civilization could mean a bunch of inadvertent era score. Let's take Aztec, for instance. I spawn in with an Eagle Warrior. There's 4 era score. I'd already be on 4. So there's a problem already. Babylon. Every time I were to take an improved Eureka, achieve a scientific revelation that, say, gives me flight in the middle of the ancient era, well, that's going to give me era score because I'll be bursting into a new era. I need to be behind. I need to be a Civ that isn't necessarily winning at anything because I want other people to get the achievements first. Someone like Australia, for instance, could be a problem because you get extra appeal, or should I say adjacency from the appeal, from your districts. So you're going to get era score from all of the events of building lovely districts. Now we need something that flies under the radar, something a little more sneaky, something that is at one with the night. I think we're going to need Wu Ziqian and her very, very evil and offensive spy network. Because if we're behind and we're a civilization that isn't going to be doing very well because we're going to be permanently stuck in a Dark Age, let me tell you now, offensive spy missions, that's the sort of thing that absolutely will be able to get me out of a whole heap of bother. Let me know in the comments, if you're avoiding era score, you're trying to keep it as low as possible, who would you play? What are your ideas? The thing I like about China is that you get the dynastic cycle bonuses, which is 10% extra on civics and technologies, and none of that actually gives you era score. It just boosts what you've already got. Spies being better, that's just a passive thing. Crouching tigers can be avoided, and great walls, well, once you've built one, we can build as many as we want. So we could probably wait until the end of an age, go, okay, we've got era score to spare, plonk one down, and then suddenly you can use as many as you want. Could be a really good way of getting some tourism as well. So yeah, there's lots of different options. Now, the object of the challenge as it was given to me was to not play on dramatic ages mode, because weirdly, staying in a Dark Age is actually easier on dramatic ages. If we turn that off, we just play a normal game, it's actually harder to stay in Dark Age because the game gets easier and easier and easier to go into normal or golden. I'm picking continents and islands because it gives me a few different options, small, standard speed, and I don't want to put people like Barb clans, heroes and legends, monopolies and corporations. They're all riddled, as is secret societies, they're all riddled, absolutely riddled with era score. So we're going to play this absolutely straight, I believe. I'm just thinking, secret societies, taking a secret society in itself doesn't actually give you era score. So maybe it would be good and get better spies. No, I think it's too risky. We're just going to play the game absolutely straight. I'm going to flip this to balanced start, and let's just start as it is. But before we get started today, I need to tell you about something concerning. Here is Ursa Bear. Ursa Bear was going about their daily life, chomping on crisps, playing Civ 6, when disaster struck. Ursa Bear was unfairly expelled from Oxford University's Civ 6 program. Sad, alone, scared, Ursa Bear made his way to the fabled promised land, the University of Sancor. But there was a catch. The head of the University of Sancor, the vampire Lord Sucklington, refused to let Ursa Bear attend. Without 50,000 subscriptions on his application to enroll, Ursa Bear did not qualify for their world-leading education. The University of Sancor takes only the best. Will you help Ursa Bear stick it to Oxford? Will you subscribe today? Thank you, and back to the video. So as usual, if you want to play along with me, the details were as set up. I'll just show you all of the specs there, but you should come along to Discord because I have a few things for you. The save file for this game is there and ready for you to go. My full mod list, if you want to play along with the user interface mods, or if you want to actually see what mods I play with generally. But also, I feel like it's always worth pointing this out. There are lots and lots of pet photos on the Discord. I mean, come on, you'd want to talk about Civ 6? Yeah, that's a given, but see pet photos as well? Come on, you know you want to. So the entirety of this game is going to be spent looking in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. I can never let the era score tick above 11, above whatever number it's showing. If I can get 10 era score or less, I will go into the Dark Age. Then we have a problem because the next Dark Age becomes even more difficult, but for now that's all we need to do. The other thing I need to very much keep an eye on is all of the things that give you era score. Putting a boat out to sea, settling in the tundra, making a really good district. All of these things are going to cause us problems. We have to avoid era score as much as we can. Tribal villages? Nope. Killing barbarians? Nope. We're going to have to be very careful. Looking at this start location, I'm on a river, on a plains hill. I've got wheat. That'll be really good. 2 sources of that for a watermill later. Nothing wrong with this start at all. Let's ponk it straight down. I have to say, oh, okay. This is the sort of thing that I'm talking about. An era score for settling within 2 tiles of a river that can flood. I'm going to have to be so careful in this game. What I was going to say was the pink and yellow. It must be my favorite, and it must also be the worst color combination in the game. It's both things at once. It's glorious. It really is. So rather than sending out a bunch of scouts are good, but they're good for getting era score. If I take over city-states, for instance, that's era score. Take over tribal villages, kill barbs, all era score. Circumnavigate the globe, meet players, all era score. So I don't want to rush the scouts, being absolutely honest with you. I think I'm going to go for a builder, play this start a little differently. I want to explore around me a touch, just a little bit, but only enough to figure out what we're going to be doing in our next move. I always have to check this. Horses don't start on floodplains, do they? So actually it's a very low chance that I've got horses on this particular start. I think watermill would be a really cool thing to get. Do I go mining to start with? Mining actually is not a bad option for me. Let's do that. Religion? We're not going to go anywhere near a religion. Absolutely not going to go anywhere near religion, because getting a religion gives you era score, improving it, spreading it, all of those things. It's potential era score gold mine. I can't risk it. I mean, the big problem with that is that, you know, the chances of the AI getting a religious victory will get a lot higher, but, you know, we'll do what we can. Also note, I got the boost for sailing, and it's 50% rather than 40%. Doesn't give me era score. China's ability, the manual of entrapment, but also the dynastic cycle, it's going to be so important for me. Oh, a mountain wall. You may be thinking, oh, Ursa, look at that. Beautiful campus +3. No. No, we can't do it. Wonders? You might be thinking Etamananki? Great start there. No joy. No joy for Ursa. At the very least, it looks like there may be quite a nice place to settle directly to my north. Again, another plains hill. Nothing wrong with that. Some amazing mountain adjacency. Oh, if only I was going for campuses on this, eh? Nope. But, well, bam, irrigation boosted, 50% boost, and it hasn't flooded yet, so I don't get era score from that. Do I go straight for a settler? I think I will. It kind of harks back to a conversation I was having in terms of how era score is calculated. The game starts it so that you need 12 era score to go to a normal age. For every dark age you get after that point, it takes 5 away. So if I get a dark age, it goes from 12 to 7. That's not much era score at all. If I then went into another dark age, it would go to 2. However, there is a way of increasing it. For every city you own, that goes up by +1. So the more cities I own, the more era score I can have before I leave the Dark Age. So settling out is actually going to be more important than you might think. It's the repeatable era score I've really got to worry about. Snow cities, tundra cities, desert cities, discovering natural wonders, levying city-states. City-states generally, bad move. I've got to stay away from those. Tribal villages, trading posts, master spy earned, great people earned. Oh, there's a lot of stuff that we could fall into here. At the very least, though, at the moment it looks like there are a few places that I could settle along the coast. This river is a little bit unfortunate. I Kind of want this to be in fresh water. If I settle there, guess what? +1 era score for being in desert. So could be bad news. 50% boost from craftsmanship though. That's the sort of thing which is very tasty indeed. I do want to work those 2 tiles though. Give me more food. I'm going to get era score from a Pantheon, but I can't avoid that. And I do actually want a Pantheon. So we'll go God King, and discipline is very handy because if barbs do appear, I want to be able to, you know, actually deal with them. But let's go craftsmanship. We'll boost this. It's the problem is Shen do. Yeah, you really should do in Civ, but in this game, it's more like Shen don't. We've got to avoid pretty much everything in this game. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, there was no indication that was there. Normally wonders you can see because they leave yields either side of them. There was a hill in the way. There's Gobastan. Okay, that is 3 era score. Oh no. Okay, well we can't undo it, so we'll have to take the era score, but that is 4 of the era score that I was allowed this era, and that's already gone. Oh no. I also can't settle within 2 tiles of it. That would be a bad move. This is the problem about exploring. The more I explore, the more I'm gonna risk this, but I want to know what's around me. There we go, tribal village. I found one. I'm gonna put a huge warning sign on it. No. Is that a good enough warning sign? What's a good one? Why is there a edit map tag for tribal village? Why would I ever want to put that down? Like I can see I can't build a tribal village. It's already there. Very odd. There we go. Got the thing on to help warn me not to go onto that tile. Thing is, if I get to like 1 turn away and I've got some era score spare, then maybe I can do it. But that's a question and a calculation we'll have to make nearer the time. Yep. Okay. We're gonna go settle this city now, and let's get a slinger. There has been a barb scout, the one I saw earlier, just lurking underneath. I am expecting the barbs to appear at some point and just ransack me. What did I say? What did I literally say? Come on now. 140 gold. I can actually afford to buy a slinger next turn, which I'm gonna do. Oh yeah. Okay. We've got a barb problem. We have what I would like to call an infestation. Now they're gonna pillage everything. Do I want to spend on the slinger, or do I wait and get a builder and repair the damage and just let the slinger kill them all? I think I do want 2 slingers, so we'll get that. That's pretty good. We can get the archery boost as well. Yeah, they're pillaging. But I mean, what can you do? You can't do anything. You're just gonna have to live with it. Live with the pain. Yep, they're going to pillage that mine as well. Don't do that. Please don't. Leave it alone. You know you want to. Settler number 2. I don't think I'm going to get any era score from this. No desert, no tundra, no floodable land. No. There you go. Okay, no era score. We're going to have to become absolute experts at avoiding this as best we can. Can you instead get me the gold tile? Extra gold is very, very handy early stages of the game. What do I want? Should we get a builder? Let's get the builder. Yeah, let's get the builder going. So there goes my mine probably. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry. We'll build it up again. God King, I'm going to let that run through. Agogi is fine, but discipline is going to give me more. Move this slinger to there. We'll go 1 for the kill. There's the archery boost. And 1 for the kill. I can't actually ever defeat the barbarian camp, so we're going to need to keep a good defense, but the camp itself will give me either 2 or 3 era score. Can't do it. I've got to avoid it. All these wonders. I'm just going to close the wonder tab. We don't need to see it. It's not going to be a thing that matters at all. It's a remindable resource that we found. Can I get the boost for that? You know what? There really is. No, there's copper. There is copper. Okay, we've got it's ages away, but it is technically there. I was trying to work out whether or not we could get the boost for wheel and get the watermill working, but probably not. Should we get writing? I could put campuses down. As long as they're not +3 or above, I can get away with it. So like a campus like this, a +2, that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. In fact, there's another +2 there. There's a +2 there. Yeah, we just need to avoid era score. Okay, we'll keep an eye on that sort of stuff. This continent is what I would call worryingly long. It means there could be AI somewhere. And if I meet AI, I'm going to meet somebody and get myself era score. Vatican. First meet on Vatican, I get an envoy there. That's pretty good. We can have 1. 1 envoy's fine. I can't become suzerain of them, but 1 faith per turn means I get my Pantheon slightly quicker, which is not a bad thing either. Huge amount of desert on this continent. If I'm going to settle all over it, which I do kind of want to do, I'm going to have to make some calculated decisions about where I put the cities. This slinger, come on, stop it. Don't know what you were planning there. I think I've got a little bit of era score to spare, so I am exploring. I'm giving myself a little bit of room for exploration just to see where I could set. Again, cannot move on to that tile. That is a tribal village. That is a heathenous. You know what? In terms of role playing, right? We live in the shadows. I am a spy commander, a web of shadowy evil. Anything that gives me era score is what I would like to call illuminating for my empire. Good. It causes everybody to be happy and inspired. We hate that. No, we must avoid the light at all costs. Oh, another wave of barbs. This is going to be a brutal theme. A very brutal theme of this particular game. I really do think that. Yeah, I'm being swarmed, but it's okay. Right now, this is fine. I've got the bronze working boost. It's unbelievable I have that already on turn 35, but of course I do. It's that sort of game. Come on, attack the city. You know you want to. Yes, I thought so. I thought so. Let's get that kill. Oh, there's another barb. Oh no, I'm being discovered from the other direction now. Get garrison. Choose a Pantheon. I am hoping that one of the AI has found a Pantheon before me. I am really hoping that. I am really hoping that, because otherwise I'm going to get a good chunk of era score here. I think I only get 1 or 2 from triggering a Pantheon. Yeah, only 1. It's just in the world, the first Pantheon is 2. Surely one of the Deity AI would have triggered that before me. Yeah, and let's believe that. Get a 3 builder, fertility rights, more growth. It's one of those passive things that wouldn't be too bad at all. Breathtaking appeal from tiles. What's my appeal like at the moment? You know what? Do you have a couple of decent tiles? I could get more faith without having to put holy sites down, which wouldn't be too bad an idea. Plantations to give me culture. Yeah, I mean the settler Pantheon has gone, so okay, I haven't won the 2 era score. We're only gonna get 1 era score from doing this. That's good. A little bit of extra culture would be nice. I've already got 2, and there's other plantations around. I think I'm gonna take breathtaking appeal though. I think that works for me. Yep, there we go. 1 more era score there. Oh, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll just have to live with it. More barbarians. More, but they're still attacking me endlessly. I don't mind that. It's fine. We've even got barbarian galleys appearing now. Even better. Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Right, let's just kill that unit. Fix the mine? I think I will fix the mine. I'll leave this promotion. Kill that unit. Okay, that's fine, because I'm going to pull back in a second, but we've just got to manning the defense in as effective a way as possible. First wonder's gone turn 38. Very slow wonder game. It's typical, isn't it? Any game where I'm not going for a wonder, that's the game where they all appear. Someone that's Brazil. That is Brazil. Not on my continent, but on someone else's. Loyalty. Yeah, loyalty is going to be a real problem for me. It's going to be a real problem for me. As I settle around my island, I'm going to very quickly find that if other people settle near me, I lose cities because I can't hold them because of loyalty. Do I just meet Brazil? I've got 10 turns. I've got 5 era score spare. So I think I'll try. Although, to be fair, it looks like they're just a little bit too far away from me. So never mind. See what I will do. I'm going to go meet that barb count, the tribal hut. Even I'm getting confused by the marker I've put down now. I'm going to meet the tribal hut. I've got the era score to spare, I believe, so I might as well take advantage of it whilst I can. Here is some cotton. A little bit more gold per turn. Second source of cotton. Hey! Nice. Do a bit of trading with the AI once we get that far, but yeah, at the moment, not too bad. We're not too bad. I'm just, the problem with my Pantheon is that by plumping down something that works on appeal, I think I might lose some faith when I put things like mines down, but I think it's going to be worth it. Build a specialty district. I imagine we'll do that very soon. So we'll go for foreign trade quickly. Let's burn some of my era score. Getting the tribal village experience. Honestly, that's probably the worst roll we could have done. I was really hoping that I'd go for a relic, but no, never mind. Oh, look, 2 reefs. That would be very useful, you know, if I could use them. There's Brazil. Brazil is going to be a huge pain if I want to go for a culture victory, but also brilliant in the sense that they'll buy all of the books and get all the great people for me. So as long as I buy all the great works from them, could be an option. There's nothing stopping us making a culture puppet of Brazil as well. That is an option for us. But the 1 era score that we have taken because we've met, that's less than good. I think I'm going to go and settle in this direction now to my left. Oh, the land actually finishes. Interesting. So I could settle right at the tip of this continent and squeeze in another city there. But that would be a tundra city. However, the good thing about a tundra city in this particular instance is I've got the era score to play with right now. So I think I am going to settle on that tundra patch. So we're going to go for 1 there and then 1 here, just to get as many cities out as I can. I realize I never traded with Brazil. Do you want some cotton? They do. 123 gold. It's not bad, but I think I'll take the gold per turn right now. Don't often do that, but let's get a decent economy in. I want to just slowly build up. The other one I want to rush is defensive tactics. When I get a spy, then I can send my spy to Brazil and we can start stealing some gold. City number 3. I'm going to get a little bit of era score from settling in the tundra. Not great, but it means that the era score threshold the next time round will increase by 1. That in itself is very, very handy. The city seems a bit rubbish at the moment, and to all intents and purposes, it is. I do get a luxury, which is pretty cool. I can sell that for another 6 gold per term, and I'm going to work that fish in a little bit. So the city will come good, I promise. Dark Age achieved. Welcome to the slump. Get used to this horrible black and grey vision on the screen forevermore. If we have a look now, this is the sort of loyalty pressure we're going to have to worry about from Brazil. It's always going to be a problem, but we'll do what we can. Now, I want to take a dedication, which I'm not going to get. Am I going to get Eurekas? Yes. Am I going to get inspirations? Yes. Am I going to build districts? Yes. Am I going to convert people to my religion? I don't have a religion. We can avoid it. The threshold as well was 12. It went down by 5 to 7 because I had a dark age, so 7 is the new threshold, and then it goes up by 3 because I own 3 cities. So I need 10 era score in order to, 11. So might have calculated that slightly wrong, but still, that's kind of roughly how it gets worked out. So I just need to keep settling. I need to out-settle by 5, in theory, every turn. And I also need to make sure that I don't become a sprawling empire, because that in itself could also be its own issue. Oh, there's so many things to think about. We are going to have a game mode where we use Dark Age policies, and that could be fun. I mean, monasticism would be really cool to get a holy site in. I don't want a religion. So as long as other people go for the prophets. You know what I could do though? You know what I could do? I could use that bonus by building the holy sites, but just when the prophet arrives, I could just reject them and not, actually make a religion. That would give me a huge science boost. Brazil is really near me, so I'm going to wait to see what religion Brazil takes. If they take something like feed the world, work ethic, something that I could easily use, then I probably will take it. But I'll hold on to that thought for now. Brazil's just declared war on the Mayans. Okay, so we know at least who one person is on this map. This slinger has been caught out of position. That's really annoying. I'm going to have all my stuff pillaged yet again. At least the builder is around now for me to go and fix this stuff. I was going to go and work that fish briefly, but I'm going to have to fix all of my stuff, aren't I? This watermill is going to be really handy though. So we've unlocked campuses, we've unlocked holy sites. I'm going to get the horses and the archery. I think archers are going to be very important here for my defense. What are you going to do? You're going to pillage? Yep, they're on full health, but they're going to pillage anyway. Typical barbs, but they've left themselves exposed there. Good hit. Oh no. Oh, I found Sahara. Did I find it first? No, for you. Okay, good to know. Another tribal village. Oh, hang on. Era score wise, do I still get tribal village era score? Tribal village contacted, only ancient era. So I can actually now do tribal villages. Of course I can. Oh, that's a good addition. We like to see that. Perfect. Just a test. Don't think it does it. Yeah, new population. Perfect. No era score. Wonderful. Where are the horses? Come on. We've got to have some horses. I mean, I predicted I wouldn't have any near me, but okay, over there. It's just Gobestan. Gobestan is going to really make this slightly awkward. It just doesn't let me settle anywhere near that little area. I think I can get rid of that barb. Yes, I can. Look at that. Fix this. This is why I'm keeping a lot of the builders around just on one charge. I get the feeling that I'm going to get attacked a lot. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take an era score hit and get to sea. The sooner I do this, get the 2 era score for doing that, the sooner I can start to explore a little bit better, but I can just protect my coasts a little bit because that's going to be very annoying. But if the galley does take it, I should be able to go 1-2 attacks of the slingers and then 1-2. The movement's not going to be quite there, but still, we're into close enough territory. So let's do navigation mode. Let's go for harbors. I think I can put a few harbors down without getting the +4 adjacency, so we can get some trade routes out. That will be good. Yeah, as predicted. So 1, 2, 3. We'll go and see if we can chase them down. I can at least do a bunch of damage, but yeah, that is annoying. Come on. 1, 2. Yep. I got the builder back. Good. Let me just check. Era score on campuses is 3 or higher, so I can take a +2. So let's build a campus. Yeah, I do want districts. We don't want to just utterly do nothing this game, but that will be very helpful. I'm going to keep that builder around. I just feel like my stuff is going to get pillaged over and over and over and over and over. I've got enough money to upgrade all 3 slingers, but yeah, over and over and over. Okay. Yep, everything's being pillaged as predicted. That's okay. Just moving my troops out of the way. We've got our first fishing boat. That's looking lovely. There's a barbarian galley floating around at the moment. Not a huge fan of that. Can we find another continent? I'd like to find another continent. I don't think you get era score for that, but what I would do is get a lovely boost to foreign trade. Archery, as expected. A 1, a 2, and a 3. Machinery gets boosted as well. Excellent stuff. Come on, give me a new continent. There it is. Foreign trade. Perfect. Get early Empire State workforce is going to finish itself in a little bit. I'm exploring. Don't know if I want to do any more exploring, to be absolutely honest with you. I'm going to pull back my galley. Era score is just starting to worry me a little bit here. Just a little bit. Oh, the barbs backed off immediately there. Yeah, I thought so. Major flood. Ooh, 3 damaged tiles, but 1 did get improved. Oh, fixing that is era score, isn't it? Oh. I lost my luxury as well. That's a bit annoying. Fine. I'm going to fix it. Take the era score hit. No, it's not improving it, is it? Goodness me. Well, this game is going to teach us so much about how era score is calculated. That's going to be the ultimate takeaway here. Yeah, then. It's really calling me towards holy science, isn't it? Really is, but no one's really going for a religion at the moment. Oh, it's going to be annoying. If I have to go for my own religion and manage the era score on that would be a real problem. I'm just thinking if no one else goes for one and it's just Brazil and they start winning a religious victory, I mean, obviously then my hand would be forced, but that would leave me a huge era score conundrum. 2 cool things, campus in my capital and then another settler. That'll be city number 4. I need to think a little bit about where I'm going to plonk my cities. I kind of want to get close to Gobistan. I could use base horses. I could use the pastures. I'm actually going to go and settle in the middle of the desert there at some point. Whether or not that's my next settle, I don't know. Got access to some cotton if I go and settle there, and I've got aqueduct access as well, which does help. Yeah, so that's 3 locations at the very least. There's also some furs over on this little island, so that's also a possibility. Don't know. See how that goes. Settler would take 13 turns. If I were to get the settler card and then I were to get the government plaza building, I would be able to settle out to the point of like 7 turn. Is it worth it? Do I do it? I've got 12.6 production at the moment. I could get more, but it would be difficult to be fair. Oh, the barbs have swordsmen. Oh no. Oh, that's not what I wanted to find. That's really not what I wanted to find. I mean, Brazil's already on 65 culture per turn. If I had any images of going for a tourism victory, this would be worrying. 9.2 writer points per turn, 4.6 musicians. That means they've got at least 4 separate theatre squares settled already. They are going nuts. This game is looking domination, diplomacy, science. I think those are my options realistically. I could go religion, but it's the era score I would take, unless I were to bomb the era score. Now, what I could do is I could, in theory, set up a situation where the era runs over into an age, like, for instance, the Renaissance age. I go dark, and then I do a bunch of stuff that gives me era score all in one go. So I could take everyone's capital, I could convert everyone's capital, I could do all of that, and it would put me way into a golden age. But as long as I never triggered it by rolling through the era, it would effectively time limit my game. That would be possible. It is something to think about. It's something I can't discount. Don't know. We'll see how that goes. I think I am going to go Magnus. I just feel like having a little bit more flexibility in where I settle, that's going to be a really, really handy thing for me. I really hope the swordsman doesn't kill my archer. Yeah, I just about survived, but that is pulling back every single unit back to the comfort of my own lands. Not having it. There's provision. There we go. So my capital now has the ability to produce settlers faster, which I would like to do. Let's just get the settler card in. Discipline is still very handy for me, seeing as I'm at eternal war with the barbarians of this map, but we can start to produce some settlers a little bit faster now. I actually use my galley to go and find another city-state here. I mean, eventually they'll find me, but if I could find them, it would at least give me the boost in a timely fashion. So let's go and see if we can send that galley out and go and do that. Brazil wants to be friends. Considering how powerful they are, I am actually going to accept that. I don't want to make an alliance with them. That would be too far. And the reason that's too far is that I want to be able to spy on them. And as soon as I become an ally, the spies stop working. We'll keep an eye on that. But yeah, I think it's all coming up Ursa at the moment. Keep my archers back. We're going to just defend this point. Celestial navigation is now at the boostable point, so we'll do that. We'll get bronze working quickly. Although ideally, I'd kind of like water mills, lumber mills. Don't know. We'll see how that goes. We've got lots of competing things at the moment. Genghis has found me. Hello, nice to meet you. I would not like to introduce you to my city. No, I always have to read that. Oh, my galley's being killed. Yeah, no, back off. That was an era score though. We have the ability to pick up another 3 era score plus 3 if we meet everybody. So we just need to keep an eye on that. Oh yeah, of course. Celestial, classical era on tech. Oh, political philosophy is also going to give me a point, isn't it? How many points am I going to get when I adopt a tier 1 government? 2. So it'll take me to 14, 15, 16. Oh my lord, that would be squeaky close. Oh, I need to be so careful. How many cities? 6 for Genghis, 6 for Brazil. Okay, we've got options. We can get to, how many is it? 3 above until I get that ability, the era score? At least 3 more cities. So it would be my 9th city, which would be the problem. Oh, that's good. Nowhere near that. That's fine. Would you like some cotton? It's 15 gold per turn. Yeah, of course you would. Actually, hang on. That's not a good city because I can put 1 there and I can put 1 there as long as I don't settle in that location. Does that work for me? Honestly, at this point, who knows what works for me? I'm going to go and settle that. Just stops Brazil from nipping into that area. Genghis wants to be my friend as well. You know what? I'll take it. Yeah, anything that secures my long-term health has got to be a good thing. I need to get some culture, actually. I really need some culture. Defensive tactics is... I want to boost my way there as fast as I can. I think the best way of doing that is getting monuments. Quite expensive, but it's only 6 gold, 6 turns worth of gold at the moment because of all the trading I'm doing. And that would give me another 6 culture. It would more than double. No, it would actually triple my culture per turn. So, yes, it's absolutely what we want to see. Work on horseback riding. What you can actually see is that ironworking has given me some iron in my capital. Oh, that's nice. That is very nice. I might want to consider that. I mean, there is an industrial zone that is there now that's +2. It would be +3 if I put the mine down, and I can get away with it up to +4. But then what I would do is after that, I put the aqueduct down. But I do it in that order. So I wouldn't get the era score. Oh, man. This is such a head mess. City number 4. And that is some spices, which I can sell, for quite a bit of gold. Oh, Brazil will give me a book and some gold. That's not a bad deal, actually. I mean, it'd be useful if I would get a better book. Actually, I could get it. You know, jokes aside, I could get a better book. That's a 4 culture per turn book for a luxury and then some gold. Yes. Oh my lord, hang on. I've got 5.9 culture per turn, but if I just let that go through, 9 culture per turn. That's a huge boost. Oh yes, I love it. How good can a harbour be? +4. So as long as it's +3, I can get away with it. And yeah, I can continue getting away with it. Let's do a +3 harbour. Beautiful. Extra trade route. Haven't got any trade routes out yet. Could really use with one. If the barbs keep attacking me one at a time like this, that is something that I would enjoy a lot. I won't lie. That would be a very good circumstance for me if that kept happening like that. So please do. Why would Mongolia give me so much gold for open borders? Sure. Don't question these things. I'm not going to give it to Brazil, though. Brazil are too close, and I don't want to give them the impression that I might want them in my land. Let's get the pasture boost. There you go. And then we'll go and get this iron as well. There's the barb camp. Yeah, spitting out galleys. Oh, we've got to be careful. Settler's looking good. Settler is looking very, very good. 9 turns for another one. I can get a library. We get a harbour. There's a lot of stuff that would help my capital a lot, actually. Should I get a lighthouse? I think traders. Yeah, extra gold. This is all really, really handy stuff. I need to go and explore Brazil's land as well. If I can do that, then I can work out where I'm going to spy. Oh, good. Someone else is going for a religion. That's good. Brazil has feed the world. I don't mind if they bring that to me. I really don't. That would be something quite nice. What my trading options like? Do I have any options? Yes, I do. I can go from this city to Vatican. That's a very small route, but that would be worth 12 gold per turn. Oh, yes, please. Look at that. I'd make my money back in about 15, 16 turns. That's pretty damn good. Okay, let's do that. Made my mind up. Let's go for the harbor. I need to finish this harbor, this one, and we will get a bunch more trade routes, and each one is worth 12 gold per turn. Yeah, no, that's exactly the sort of thing I want to see. As you can see, we are headed again into another Dark Age, which at the moment looks like we hopefully will be guaranteed. Oh, this is such a strange game. I'm not entirely sure if I'm enjoying this or finding it deeply disconcerting, or somewhere between. One of the two. Vatican would give me an envoy. Interesting. Oh, that's not good. But that route's really dangerous and goes through Barbland, which I don't like. Does that actually go through ocean? It does. I don't know if that's supposed to... Is that supposed to do that? Hang on. Adds traders to embark. I didn't think they could go through ocean. Maybe they can. Who knows? I'm going to take the risk. Yep, I'll take the envoy. But, that could be... I could regret that pretty soon. But we'll get the mine down, which hopefully will give me ironworking and apprenticeship boosts. 1, 2. Yep, there we go. Lovely. Need a quarry, apparently. I swear I saw some stone. Yeah, there's some stone over there and over here. So there is options for masonry. How are we doing in terms of keeping up with tech? I'm actually ahead of the other two on tech. That's the power of China. There's such a good civ. Just using all of these boosts and really just focusing on it, you can get away with having so much less science than everybody else. That is a barbarian crossbow. Oh no. That's really bad. That's really bad. Okay. Well, keep an eye on that. The Barbs are bringing a battering ram. Okay. Don't ask. Don't ask questions. Just accept. Accept that's how things are now. The Barbs have siege equipment. Oh dear. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalex, Skeptical Bear, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boyzoro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Beret, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Esri Dax, Deeble Time, Shoelace, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Clint Hennes, Dr. Bobby, Polar Wallabear, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Victor McPupster. Thank you everyone for your support. See you all in the next video. Goodbye!